Talk to the people.
A unique art exhibit opens in St. Paul today.
This is the third year of the Collab exhibition at the Show Gallery Lowertown. Brings together a variety of artists, and Mary McGuire is there live with a preview this morning. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning to you guys. Well, there is no better way to wake up on a Thursday morning than to be surrounded by these gorgeous pieces of artwork, and that's what we're doing here at the Show Gallery in Lowertown. I'm joined now by Winna, the founder of the show. And for folks who aren't familiar, this is not a traditional art gallery. Explain what this is all about.
Well, first of all, we're a nonprofit, so we partner with another organization called Midwest Special Services, and our mission is really to support artists from all walks of life. So we really make the space and all the art here accessible, not only to the artists, but for our guests as well. And so that's what this show is really about. It's about connecting emerging artists with professional artists.
And that's what Collab is all about. I'll bring in Chloe here. Explain what Collab is all about.
Sure. Collab pairs professional and self-taught artists to really bring inclusiveness to the art community. It really crystallizes our mission to unite artists of all abilities and to bring visibility to artists who are on the fringes. And this piece is a great example of that. This is by Lori Borgreave and Rhonda Zettelmoyer-Worth. And it really meshes two totally different styles in a way that's specific to both artists. Rhonda's eyeballs and Lori's sort of meditative, piercing style comes together in a way that makes this piece like literally piercing, and it can just look right back at the viewer.
And these materials that they used are really unique. These eyeballs are made out of leather, and then these cool glass-like looking little bean things in the middle, that's Elmer's glue. Yeah. What does this give to both artists that are involved in these projects?
Both of these artists really formed a bond during this project, and I think discovered a lot about their process and a lot about each other's process. And that opened them up to a new way of doing things for both artists, which is it really happens to a lot of artists in this project, and many people ask to work together multiple years or form relationships outside of the gallery, which is what we want. And they'll continue collaborating beyond this exhibition many times.
And this isn't just about creating art, it's really about creating those relationships and those bonds as well.
Yeah, this is about creating a network for these artists and a way to get involved in the art community, especially artists on the fringe who don't have a traditional way to get involved via typical education and stuff like that. This is a way to introduce artists who may never meet.
And a very famous actor, Bill Murray, he is affiliated with this. Explain how he got involved.
Yeah, so Bill Murray, well, he's, part owner in the Saints, and Mike Veck is on our board, so he introduced us. He introduced Winna to our gallery, or he introduced Bill Murray to our gallery, and Bill Murray juries this exhibition, and he chooses his favorite piece from the whole entire thing. He looks at every single artist's artwork in this exhibition, and he rewards his favorite with the Bill Murray's Choice Award each year.
This is so cool, and this event is running through January. Folks can purchase this artwork as well, and all of those proceeds will go back into the show. But I've just been walking around and having so much fun this morning looking at all of the different pieces of artwork. Coming up, I'll show you one that combines Minnesota and Grumpy Cat. It's pretty hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yep. Mary, very good. Have you picked out a piece you're going to buy now? Are you going to buy the Bill Murray Award winner?
I think I just want to buy the Bill Murray cutout. It's so nice. It's so nice that he woke up this early, right?
Yeah. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, he's in his summer plaid, his lightweight plaid.
Very nice. Good stuff. Thanks, Mary.
All right, well, a cold start.
For the third year in a row, the Show Gallery Lowertown is bringing together professional artists and more amateur self-taught artists.
I love this. Their creations come together during an event this weekend, and Mary McGuire joins us now live from St. Paul with more on the Collab exhibition. Hi, Mary.
Hey, good morning to you guys. Well, Lady Gaga, Madonna, Bill Murray, and Grumpy Cat. They're all here at the Show Gallery Lowertown, and they're all a part of this unique art exhibit that's happening here. It's running through January. I'm joined now by Winna, the founder of the show. For folks who don't know, what is the show all about?
Well, the Show Gallery Lowertown is a nonprofit collaboration of a couple partnerships between Midwest Special Services, the show nonprofit, and of course artists. And we welcome artists no matter what their training and their background is. So that's what makes us so unique, that you don't have to have a lot of specialized training to have your art here in the gallery, the gift shop, or even take a class. So that's what makes us unique.
And this specific exhibit is called CoLab. I want to bring in Chloe now. Explain what this gives to the artists involved.
Yeah, CoLab pairs professional and self-taught artists to bring a new layer of inclusiveness to the art community. It really crystallizes our mission to unite artists of all abilities, and we want to give people who exist on the fringes opportunities to network that they wouldn't necessarily have.
And it's about relationships as well, because these professional artists, they're paired with these emerging artists, and they form a bond together while they're creating these pieces of art.
Yeah, many times people request to work together year after year. This is our 3rd annual CoLab fundraiser, and we've even had people propose their own exhibitions and meet outside of CoLab and form genuine friendships. So that's really exciting to us.
So wonderful. And the pieces of art here, they are amazing. I've been checking them out all this morning. Let's bring them over to these Lady Gaga and Madonna. These are collages, and they're so cool when you look at the details of them, because there's those pictures in them as well. Explain what they're all about.
Yeah, so these pieces are by Christy Abbott and John Nelson, and it really fuses Christy's signature collage style with John's appreciation and Christy's appreciation of powerful women who rock. John is all about Lady Gaga, Madonna, Courtney Love, anyone who's got like a powerful persona and fantastic outfits. And Christy really, really likes to put these like feminist, like secret messages and subtle pieces within her pieces. So that influence of John and Christy really meshed well together, and you can see like their artwork, even the drawings within the skin tones and things like that.
Yeah, and we know that our own Jason Deresha loves Lady Gaga, so I think he might be here purchasing some of these pieces. Winna, I do want to ask you about Bill Murray. How is he affiliated with this? And he's giving out a pretty special award as well.
Yeah, he sure is. So Bill Murray is involved with the gallery through Mike Vack, owner of the St. Paul Saints. As you know, Mike and Bill own the ballpark, or the ball team, and Mike Vack is on our board, the show nonprofit. 2 summers ago, Mike surprised me by bringing Bill Murray here to see the space. And being excited as I was about Bill Murray being here, and of course he asks, what do you guys need? And every good nonprofit should have a list. And I kind of fumbled, but came up with, hey Bill, would you be interested in during our show every year called CoLab? And he said yes. So he does a Bill Murray Choice Award. So that'll be announced on Saturday at about 6 o'clock during our open reception. And as far as I know, we're the only gallery in the Twin Cities, and maybe anywhere, where Bill Murray is actually looking at every piece of art. So that's it's a beautiful thing, which this whole place is about community and bringing people, kind of unlikely people, together.
Including Bill Murray. Back to you guys.
Pretty cool. Thanks, Mary.